Hey y'all, we're gonna be doing a reading. Okay, I don't know what that was, but So we're gonna get a theme. We're gonna be using Work Your Light Oracle deck. This is one of my favorite Oracle decks. So yeah, we're gonna get a theme from here, and we're just gonna kind of see, what theme, I guess, what the theme is for the day. Duh, Clarissa. So let's go ahead and let's get a card. They're showing me one of the cards that's in here, and I think it's called the play card, and it's like a girl in like a martini dish or some glass. I don't know why I said dish. A martini cup. Whatever. I don't know. So, but what the energy, what I'm getting with that is like, don't take things so seriously, Don't take things so seriously. Okay. I'm just going to take these two because they fell. So, the first card we have is Awakening, Energetic Upgrades, A New Way of Being, Integration. And then we have Lumeria, which is Creating Heaven on Earth. It's happening. Ooh. This is major transformation that is going on. Some of you guys may feel sick. Okay. Just because a lot of the times what I've noticed is if we're feeling sick, it's either one, spirit is saying slow the fuck down, right? Maybe we haven't been slowing down, we've been doing too much, putting our energy everywhere. A lot of the times that tends to happen. We'll end up getting sick so that way we can slow down and take time for ourselves, take care of ourselves. And then other times it could be that we're going through a transformation through this upgrade, basically. And a lot of the times those upgrades, what's happening is there is toxins and just energy that's been stuck that is getting released. And sometimes that can be turned into something physical. We're just moving into a new way of being. I love that. Okay, let's see what else. Some of you guys too may feel like very spacey right now. Maybe too much in your head as well. So there's a need to, really ground yourself. Come back down to earth. Okay. Ooh, we have innovation, new creations. Yes, like I said, this is just total transformation. There is a whole, there's an upgrade that's happening here. You guys are creating something new. Shifting out of this dense energy. This is really beautiful energy. I'm going to read the innovation, new creation out of the book. And it says, the priestess of the mind extends her hands upwards, the light from her palm sending two hawks flying in opposite directions. Beautiful golden orbs hover over her and around her head, marking the time of great confidence and mental activity for you. You are being guided by spirit to explore new directions of invention and creation. Your invention may come in the form of a wide variety of endeavors, such as new business, a medical discovery, a new computer game, or the founding of a charitable agency. Anything from a musical composition to a real estate development could be among the types of innovations springing to your mind at this time. You may even be thinking about going to school for a special degree or certification. Sorry, I had to make sure that I was actually recording. If so, know that you are certainly capable of achieving it. You may find yourself conflicted as you consider two very different paths, both brimming with potential. The hawks, birds of prey in war, represent the inner battle regarding your choices, but your confusion is only preventing you from taking action in either direction. Ooh, which is really why I got that energy of really being in our head too. A nagging voice of self-doubt may be keeping you on the fence, but know how the priestess heart center glows with confidence. This card is saying that you now have the power to make a decision and see it through. Trust in yourself and let yourself receive the guidance and information all around you. Your mind is sparking with the lights of new ideas. Listen to your heart about which path to follow. And the affirmation is, I open my mind to the pipeline of new ideas available to me now. I know I am capable of both initiative and follow through. So this is all about, trusting yourself, right? And tapping into your heart. Which path is best for me? Now remember, I like to think of it as there's no right or wrong path, because I genuinely think that ultimately any path we do end up choosing, there's something there to learn, okay? But I also believe too, when we do genuinely listen to ourselves, we listen to that little voice, and we make the decision, to go down this path. This path may have better experiences than this one could offer you. Maybe this path has challenges and obstacles, and this path is a little more clear, right? It's more free in a sense. And it's not to say you won't experience challenges or obstacles, but in a sense, to me, it's almost like we know how to handle it better. So, at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like every path we choose does eventually lead us to where we go, because I think everything, I know everything is connected, right? Everything is connected to one another. So really just tap into your own heart, into your own guidance, because only you know what is true for you. I can sit here and tell you, all of these things, but only you know what is best for you. So listen to yourself. Okay. All right, you guys. So this is my OG tarot deck. This is the very first tarot deck that I bought, and I haven't used this deck in like years. And they wanted to come out and play today, so we're gonna be using them, and we're gonna see. I love the way this deck shuffles though. Okay, so alrighty, we have the Nine of Wands, which is strength. So this is telling me, like we've been pushing through, right? We've been going through some battles. We've been dealing with stuff, but we haven't gave up, because after the Nine of Wands, it's the Ten of Wands, which is releasing, right? It's letting go of burdens, letting go of responsibilities, that we don't need to carry anymore. It's the end of something. So we've been pushing through. With these wands, they all of them have moons, and then there's like a sun in the middle. So we may have been going through a very dark period, and now it's almost like we're finally seeing the light, right? It's like the sun is finally coming out. But there's been a lot of perseverance here, a lot of determination. I'm looking at this person's shirt, and it's red, and I just, like I said earlier, we really need to ground ourselves. We really need to ground our mind. So that way we do have a clear vision of which direction to take, which path do you want to take. We also have the Queen of Cups here. Let me show you guys. I feel like you guys have been doing a lot of reflection, okay? Pay attention to the moon cycles as well. Yeah, pay attention to the moon cycles. I genuinely feel like with this Queen of Cups here, I feel like we're getting out of this energy of people pleasing. So this energy of manipulation, okay? A lot of people don't know, but people pleasing is a form of manipulation because you're operating out of fear. You're not operating out of love, okay? So like I said, I feel like we're getting out of that energy now. Now we do have the Nine of Swords, okay? Cruelty. Again, this is all about the mind, right? The swords are the mind, the cups are the emotion, and the wands is spirit. So spiritually and mentally, we've been hanging on. Or I'm sorry, spiritually and emotionally, we've been hanging on. Why are these cards just falling? But mentally, there's been a lot of mental chaos happening, okay? A lot of fear, a lot of doubt, a lot of confusion. We got our head up in the clouds. Maybe we have a really big imagination, but we don't know how to actually put those ideas into, into the physical world. What is something that you can do, to get yourself out of this energy of overthinking? There needs to be a sense of trust within yourself. So how can you gain your own trust? Let's see what else. The Prince of Wands. By taking that action, okay? By making a decision, by making a choice, and by moving confidently with that choice. We got the Lion here pulling the Chariot cart. To me, the Lion represents strength. So using that strength that you've been using all along, right? And really trusting yourself in the direction that you are wanting to go in, because remember, there is no right or wrong. Everything eventually leads us to where we need to go, but maybe there's still some lessons that you need to learn. Let's see what else. What else? Ooh. Okay. We have the Four of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So we may be holding on to, some of you guys need to learn how to save your money. I know how that goes. Okay, maybe you guys are more invested in this. It's funny because the Four of Cups, it's an emotional card, right? Not maybe, this is what I'm getting. You guys may like overspend, or you guys maybe like to like shop a lot and spend your money on like material aspects of life, because overspending, over shopping, it is a trauma response. Okay, now I know, Clarissa, you say everything is a trauma response, but it genuinely is. And that's why this work is so important to do, to understand your habits, right? To understand why you have certain behaviors. So I feel like there needs to be a balance between spending, but also like using your money wisely, okay? Not just going out and buying things because other people have it or because you're bored. No, we need to find a balance between the two. Let's get one more from this deck. The Prince of Pentacles. Yeah. That is so funny. Okay, so in this card, the thing that he's holding, it almost makes me, it reminds me of like the world in a sense. I don't know if you guys can see that. But we also have the Bull here. So that's kind of giving, I don't know if this card is necessarily Taurus. It's an earth, you know, it is an earth element. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But I know that Tauruses love luxury, okay? They love like the finer things in life. And if you can look, this Bull is going in this direction. Bring it closer. So this is telling me that we've been going in a direction that is more towards the physical, like physical wealth, okay? And now that's all great, you know, I'm not condemning that, but I also know that chasing only after that is only going to make you happy for so long. I feel like a lot of people think, well, once I have, you know, this amount of money, or, you know, whatever the case may be, or I have this amount of things, you know, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be free. And that is a trap, okay? Because true, genuine happiness, joy, and freedom comes from within here. It doesn't come from the outside world. I think that once you do start to do that work and you do start to genuinely change from in here, then yes, the outside world is going to reflect that. But if you're not doing any work in here and all you're doing is solely focusing on the material aspect of life, I'm sorry, but you're going to keep finding yourself in this cycle over and over and over and over again, which makes a lot of sense because we have the Universe card at the very bottom of the deck. So something here, like it's, I don't know, like the baby at the bottom is what's really getting me. If you guys can see that. We need to go through this transformation, okay? We need to go through this transformation in order for this cycle to genuinely end. So let's get a card. What is some guidance? What is some guidance? So I actually have an example. I don't do it anymore because I finally learned and understood why I was doing it. But I would always, every time I got paid or anytime I had money, I wanted a new deck, whether it was a tarot deck or whether it was an oracle deck. I wanted a new one, right? And I would go and get them and I would be so happy for like a few days. And then like I eventually just kind of was like, in a sense, it was almost like this ick feeling. It was like, you know, like I still feel the same, you know, I still feel miserable. Yes, it made me happy for a little bit, but then I still went back to feeling the exact same way. And I realized that whenever I was going through something, I just wanted to go spend money, whether it was on tarot decks, on food, you know, or just going and spending money on just random shit. I was doing it because it was filling It was filling a void for me. But then I realized that it wasn't genuinely bringing me true fulfillment. So as soon as I caught on to that and I realized that, I was able to stop that habit. And so now I don't do it anymore. I mean, yes, I still buy decks, but I don't go and impulsively buy them anymore because I'm feeling sad or I'm hurt, or you know what I mean? So it's just all about recognizing your habits and being like, okay, you know what? I'm doing this because of this, this, and that. And then changing that habit, right? So finding something that actually genuinely fulfills you. We got You're Not For Everyone, Embrace Your Weirdness, and Face Your True North. I actually heard today, so in astrology, you have your North Node and your South Node. And your South Node is your past. Your North Node is basically like your destiny, like what you're supposed to embody this lifetime. And a lot of people say that we live out, our South Node. And so that's a habit that actually needs to be broken, right? We need to start embodying that North Node. So if you're into astrology, or you know about the North Node and the South Nodes, I highly, or even if you don't, look up your birth chart and see where your South Node, what South Node and your North Node, the zodiac signs that are affiliated with that, and then also look at the house, okay? That's going to help you a lot to see what you need to embody, okay, to live out basically your destiny. So we're going to read You're Not For Everyone. Let's see. Okay, that's not the one. Where is it? Okay. The world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, just won't like you. But it's also filled with those who love you fiercely. They are your people. You're not for everyone, and that's okay. Talk to the people who can hear you. Don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince others of your value. They won't ever want what you're selling. Don't try to convince them to walk alongside you. You'll be wasting both your time and theirs, and will likely inflict unnecessary wounds that will take precious time to heal. You're not for them, and they're not for you. Politely wave them on and continue on your way. Sharing your path with someone is a sacred gift. Don't cheapen it by rolling yours in the wrong direction. Ooh, I love that. Keep facing your true north. Pulling this card means you're being called to embrace your uniqueness, to own your weirdness, to let the world see who you really are, to reveal your multifaceted, multidimensional nature. Not to dim your light according to who is in your presence, to own all parts of yourself so that your people, the ones who are the same kind of weird as you, can recognize you when your paths cross. And the inquiry is, how can you embrace your weirdness and not care so much about what other people think? 333. So you guys may, you guys may haven't made a choice yet because you're so focused on what other people think. Well, what if I, do go down this direction? What is my partner gonna think? What is, my parents gonna think? What are my friends gonna think? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? You're gonna stop living your life because you want the validation from an outside source? If that's the case, you really do need to do some work on yourself and ask yourself, why do I feel like I need the validation? Which is why I said in the beginning, I feel like we're getting out of these people-pleasing tendencies, okay? We're no longer caring what the other person thinks of us. So let's get one more card. Or two. We got yes, just say yes. And then we got mirror. Who or what is triggering? This is my favorite card. Who or what is triggering you? Okay. If somebody's triggering you, look at yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself why you're so affected by this other person. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you guys have a lovely day.